All right. Uh, Dominique Barlow. Dominique Barlow is a guy for the Sixers that nobody currently knows. The Sixers are, I believe, 12-9. They're seventh seed in the East. Mind you, they have had the easiest schedule so far this year, so it's only going to get harder from here. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey. We'll talk about him really quick. Just insane year. These 33 points. This efficiency is what really gets me. 39% from three on just insane attempts. I mean, he's getting so much attention on the court. But he also, what's not being talked about is his defense, right? Like these stats aren't even showing his effort on defense. He's such an active defender this year, and whether it's between stunning, off the ball, fully helping, rotating the help, or just on ball defense, man, he's been great. VJ Edgecombe, I think, is just been awesome this year. As far as just being a high ceiling player who can also make an immediate impact, that's just super rare. 14, 6, 4. He's great on defense. One and a half and a half is super big, and 36% in his rookie year with the shots he's shooting is actually pretty good. I can live with that. We knew, about these guys. Quentin Grimes, we knew he was a hooper when Jared McCain went out. But this guy, right, Dominique Barlow, no picture. Nobody really knows who this guy is, and he's playing on the court, and I'm seeing tweets. Who's number 25 for the Sixers? Who is this guy? Blah blah blah. Well, he's leading. He's the fifth leader in minutes per game for the Sixers, right? That's a big deal. 27 minutes a game. 8 points doesn't tell the whole story, right? It's a little distorted. You had a few games with low minutes, low usage, and didn't get many shots up. But I expect that to get up to the 12 to 15 range. He's a super solid player, and just based off his minutes and his activity, man, he's going to have the ball in his hands just, off of trash buckets, dunker spot dumps, and offensive rebounds a lot. 6 rebounds, man, that doesn't tell the story whatsoever. He's everywhere on the boards. He's always crashing, getting other people boards, taking people out to play. He's like Adam Sandler in Waterboy. When he boxes somebody out, man, he takes them to the sideline. This 1.3 blocks does not tell the whole story either. I bet that gets up to the high one, almost two area, and a steal. The field goal percentage is what really gets me. His field goal percentage is amazing at the basket. He's a great finisher. More importantly, he's just an amazing cutter. In today's game, in the past like 2 years specifically, cutting has become such a massive part of basketball because there's so much, deception on the three, and you have so many. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, anyway, you get the gist. There's just a lot of slips. There's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of backdoors, and this guy is just so good at timing it, so good at making himself available, and clearly understands the game in that way, the spacing in that way. Now he still has to understand spacing in certain situations. He's got to understand how to work a DHO better and get a body. He's got to understand when to set a ghost screen and when to set a real screen, and when to crash weak side and when to get back. And there's so many things this kid has to learn, but his raw talent is there, and we're here to look at his game a little bit today. So this is a guy for the 76ers, should be number 25. I could be wrong, but we're gonna yeah, so number 25, the guy that kind of looks like Kelly Oubre, plays walls up, plays good defense right here, still manages to contest the cutter, good contest, his pogo stick for the rebound, and I'm telling you, he gets off the floor quick. He gets surrounded, but holds onto the ball. See what he does here. So he's spacing to the corner. He gets that kick. See, like I said, man, that shot isn't super pretty. The ball path up to here is very good. The form is good, but the actual release has a hitch on it. But he will knock down shots, especially in those corners, especially when he's open. And I expect that 25% to go up a little bit throughout the year. 25 being what he's shooting right now. Well, look at this help. Look at this help defense. I know he doesn't get a block or anything right here, but he waits until right he gets a foot in the paint. He's still not really gone from his help side. He can still play that passing lane. He can still close out. And as he sees the full commitment, the bump into VJ Edgecombe right there, where he pushes VJ Edgecombe back, he starts to come more into this paint. Right. Usually, one thing I don't see here that he usually does very well is have those hands up to where he plays the passing lane as he's going to play that help defense. But either way, he puts a little pressure on him, gets the rebound, he kicks it to the outlet, and look, now they're in transition, right? They get an easy bucket off that. That's Barlow right there. That's Barlow. Nobody knows who this guy is, but I'm telling you, he is changing the Sixers offense, their transition, the pacing of their overall team. Bad turnover right there. He's gonna turn the ball over. He's gonna turn the ball over a lot. He's a young guy. He's not super bright just quite yet, at least basketball wise. I don't mean that offensive, but he's gonna turn the ball over a lot. And this is actually what I was talking about earlier with the DHO. Um, so right here, boom, BJ Edgecombe comes up. When he doesn't get number 11 the ball, what he's supposed to be turning into is essentially a DHO. He's supposed to wait for VJ Edgecombe to come get that ball, almost like a handoff. And instead, he passes it super early where that defender can jump it. Of course, he's got the length, the quickness, and just the absolute athleticism to snatch this block and just blast it. That wasn't a foul, but they called it. Gets him in the air off the pump fake. He's got to be able to stay down, but that's a hard skill for at any level. Um, but just runs the floor well. Runs the floor really well. Let's see right here. Just look at how active he is right here, man. 99% of the time, this guy, number 25, whoever is in that position, even if they do crash, is just kind of going into the back of Duncan Robinson and just kind of being there, right? In case it goes long, in case it goes weak side. But what does he do? He actually slips the baseline. He can read the rebound, seeing that it's going to go strong side back to the shooter, and he's already heading there. I mean, it's like he's got the 2K takeover. I don't know what it's called, rebound tracer or whatever. And he's already there. It's like he knows where the rebound's going to go. And this is something I see consistently from him, where he's tracking rebounds down like nobody else because there's an art to it, right? And because everybody else's attention is elsewhere, he's able to put in so much effort to this, get them second chance points, and then they end up getting a three off this. That's a 5 point play right there. So um, we've seen a couple of those now, right? Like he only had 10 points in this game, 8 rebounds and three. That's not huge, but then we're watching this. Look at the impact. Another second chance, more second chance points, right? If they get a bucket off this, it's another 4 point play. Well, they don't. But still, they got another shot, and that's what the NBA is about, right? Like the NBA is so much different than college and EuroLeague. A lot of the other stuff we study and look at, like this is a possession game. This is about getting more possessions than the other team, getting more shots up than the other team, and that's why the NBA is so quick and they're getting shots up so early in the shot clock. Whenever you try to get more possessions, right? Like the Joe Mazzulla effect. Like it's all about forcing turnovers, limiting turnovers, and offensive rebounds, things of that nature, things that give you more possessions and take away their possessions. And that is something that he just does so well. Let's see where I don't even know where he's at right here. Let's see. He's on far help side, corner help side. He helps a little bit early, fully commits. So this corner man does it perfect. This is exactly what that corner man's supposed to do. As soon as he sees Barlow help, he's supposed to be cutting. But what does Barlow do? He gets his hands up. He can test properly. He, came at his timing was good enough to where that pass would have been a very hard pass to make. It still should have been made, right? Like I'm not sure who that is for the Pistons, but that is just an idiotic shot. But Barlow's there. Barlow's there. He's an active help defender, and it's just like he's so eager, whether it's to get up the court, whether it's to attack a rebound, or whether it's to crash help side. Like he's just so eager to make a play and to have an effect on the court. And that's just something that in the NBA, like there's just so many lazy intangibles and things that aren't accounted for. This is something small, right? Like he's active. He gets this loose ball. That's cool and all. But some of the skill has still got to improve pretty drastically. Like the fact that he's not taking this in and yamming it on Isaiah Stewart's head, like he could do that easily. There's a lot of options here other than a close shot, pull up, jumper, half floater thing. And that'd be one thing if it was from Ryan Nemhard, right? But this is your 6'10" power forward shooting a jumper 4 feet away from the basket. Not necessarily the shot you want when he could get a dunk and the corner man is wide open. So he has a lot of learning to do. Is my point. Active help side, not very active help side, but he knew he shouldn't have been, right? Like this isn't really his job. In fact, Drummond's in a place where he can kind of get a hand in that passing lane right there and still play defense. This should have been another kick. This is something the Pistons do a very bad job at is their paint drives, just making decisions. But point being, Barlow doesn't help when he doesn't need to. He doesn't get like over eager or overexcited, which is rare for a young player. So you love to see it. I'm surprised he doesn't get up the court faster on this one. I think that's something that's going to be great to develop with VJ and Maxi with how fast and athletic they are. I think that's going to work perfect. Wow. Wow. Okay. So very surprised by this shot. Oh, okay. I see. 3 seconds left in the shot clock. So there's good reason for it. He's not having to think about it, right? He's thinking about putting that shot up as fast as possible. And everything's good until that little bit funky release, but still goes in. It's still a pretty good shot off the catch at least. Not sure why that was in Barlow's highlights. Great defense. Needs to stay on the ground. Gets the loose ball, makes the pass, gets it back. Yeah, so a little sloppy, right? He's very herky jerky, but he's just everywhere. He's just so raw. And when I see a guy like this, a prospect like this, especially somebody who's coming off a two-way, and this is just an absolute steal for the Sixers. This is somebody that can, improve so much this season that they're almost a different team by after the All Star break or by the trade deadline, whatever. Um, great passer for his size, just a good overall basketball feel. He runs the lane well, right? Like he spaces well. He started more in the middle right here, running to the left side of the court, but starts spacing to that right side. And he doesn't go super far, right? He understands he's got guys that are going to spread wider, that are going to go wing, corner, or that he needs to create space for. So he is busting his butt up that floor. And look at where he fills, right? Like, so the ball goes behind him. This is a super unnatural, awkward spot for him to be in. He doesn't know whether he should be kind of like slowing down and sealing, calling for the ball towards the basket. But, he's quiet. He kind of curves towards that corner and then he splits it. Boom. He's wide open. And then he gets a bucket. Thank goodness. But just a great basketball feel is what we're talking about. And, because he's so raw, like we haven't even talked about if he improves his shot, man, that's another 5 points on his average. He's already going to put 5 to 7 on that average this year. And yeah, so this is a bad offensive foul, but I think this guy's got a lot of development ahead of him. I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think this season he's going to have really low lows. He's going to have really high highs, and that'll probably apply to next season and the season after that. But I do believe he'll be a solid player in this league as long as he can stay committed. He can keep his head in the game like this, man, like this right here. I know there's a minute and a half left, but it is an 11-point game. That is, not ridiculous. And just by his effort and attention of getting this offensive rebound, completely tracking it down, I mean, knowing exactly, look at that, exactly where it's going to go. He gets it, and now it is a one-digit game, right? It's a 9-point game. It's actually manageable. Um, so this is the exact same highlight, but yeah, no, this Dominique Barlow, this is a name to remember. This is a name that here at State of the Game we're going to, stay updated with. And I could be wrong. Wow, this guy could end up, being nobody, and you may not hear his name again, but I think that's unlikely. And yeah, so we're here to introduce him. But appreciate you being here with me. Sorry for whatever's going on the screen. Still have to get the mic set up, the camera, and everything. But yeah, gonna have fun with this, and hope you learn something from this. All right, peace.